My name is Orel Campbell. I'm on Jamaica again. All right. So, Jamaica, starvation cometh. Jamaica, starvation cometh. I maybe sound calm about certain things at this moment, and that is because I've been trying to warn people. For the longest while, people have looked at me and called me crazy, and maybe I should stop saying that, right? It would appear as if a prophet doesn't get any praise until he or she is dead and gone, or they are absent from your life. That's when they'll be like, "Oh, really?" When things started to happen, then they're like, "Oh, he was right. She was right." So I guess that's one of the things that I have to stay away from. Not getting too pumped up about being right. You know, sometimes it's, let me just give you a little story. When I first got the call in to do Yahuwah's work, I told my family and I told people around me, I said, hey, Jesus Christ is closer. The coming of Jesus Christ is closer than anyone can ever possibly imagine. And I think at some time I said, you know what, it's very, very close. I mean, I have to tell them, say, listen, this thing is going to happen within years. As a matter of fact, I remember telling someone very close to me, say, listen, don't even go on and get your master's degree because it's not necessary. I was wrong. I apologize to them. But you know what? Sometimes I like to make reference to my past, but at the same time, I don't really want to. But sometimes it's good to be wrong. I've learned that. It is good to be wrong. Now, because if I was right that Jesus Christ was going to come a few years ago, a lot of souls would have been lost. A lot of things would have been escalating at a very rapid rate. And, Jesus Christ wants souls to be saved. So Yahuwah gives people time to wake up to the truth, to wake up to what's going on. So in cases like this, I am excited to be wrong. Yes, I feel away, I feel bad, but because the ultimate goal is to get people to be saved, it's okay to be wrong. If you said Jesus Christ, you get the impression that Jesus Christ is going to come very quickly and things are going to happen very rapidly, and that didn't happen. It gives people more time to repent. All right? That's my opinion. So it's okay, in my opinion, to be wrong sometimes. And this is one of the occasions that I don't mind to be wrong. All right? But to let you know that we are going to be having starvation, not only in Jamaica, but right around the world. Now, this is Yahuwah refers to it as a mini starvation, meaning that you'll have starvation, but for people who have not listened to the voice of Yahuwah, who has disassociate with him, and this includes pastors and churches also who refuse to listen to the voice of Yahuwah. Those people will lead people astray. And I spoke to someone before. They said, "Oh, that will never happen in Jamaica." And their reason for that is that we have yam, we have banana, we have this, and we have that. But let me get into this a little bit closer. There is such thing as, I like to say, I coined this term, that there's no such thing as science. Now, Now, the reason for me to say that is that we have seasons. So we have seasons for, let's say, breadfruit. We have seasons for ackee. We have seasons for bananas. We have seasons for, I don't even think there's a season for bananas. Scrap that one. We have seasons for, let's say avocados. We have seasons for certain type of fruits, mangoes, and all of this stuff. Yam, we have season. Those things are seasonal. But people forget that people are under the impression that science drives everything. So therefore, if they put fertilizer here at this thing, at the root of the banana, it must bear fruit. Or the ackee has a season, therefore it must come forth when the season comes. And I'm trying to explain to you that that's not how God operates. He can and has, and he does have the ability to say, listen, fruit trees, no crop this year. Or he sends a locust. Or he sends a blight. So we have to be very careful when we say, oh, there's no such thing as going to happen in our country. Because Yahuwah is in control of every single thing. Just like I'm here in Jamaica and there has not been any earthquakes, and I mean major earthquakes. There has not been any major earthquakes for years. There has not been any flood. There has not been any tornadoes. There has not been any hurricanes, major hurricanes. It's not science that's driving these things. It is God, it is Yahuwah, and his angels that are preventing all of what I've just listed from happening to Jamaica, or to any countries for that matter. So therefore, whenever it doesn't happen in our country, we must continue to pray and thank Yahuwah that these things are not occurring. Now, these things are going to have to happen because people are not praying hard enough. The government is not listening to the church. So the government will have to be shaken. People will have to be shaken because we take things for granted. We think that once when you plant something, it will grow. And God, Yahuwah, has no control over it but science itself. So Jamaica, stock up on food and water now. September 2024 is the month that the creator of heaven and earth, Yahuwah, has given us the final month to stock up on food, water, medical supplies. Right? Now, September of this year. Okay, let me not go into that. So you're gonna need for medical supplies such as gloves, masks, hand sanitizers, bleach. These items will fly off the shelves quickly and become obsolete. Right? The medical supplies, because there's another pandemic coming around, which will require lockdown. It's going to be worse than the previous one. And remember, I told you, God giving us a natural antibiotic. It's called Lantana. Go look it up. It's right here in St. Mary, Highgate. Give him a right. It's all over in St. Mary as far as I can see. Right. This message is not only for Jamaica but the entire world, as diseases such and natural disasters are here. Do not delay. Start stocking up now. We are in World War III. Please put off some of your projects if they are not necessary. Prepare. Prepare, I say prepare. Because if you do not prepare, you're going to be in rush like the others. Traffic jam. Hours at the stores. Standing in lines. Only for one item, and then you're going to go there, you can't get it. Prepare, people. Prepare.